Hey folks, those of you with a basic understanding of the reality of life today in South Africa will already be aware that the rates of violent crime are extremely high among our civilian population. What you might not be aware of, though, is how high the rates of political assassinations are in this country, because the reality of government in South Africa is that the people running this place aren't the ones you might think. Yes, we have a president, we have cabinet ministers, and we have municipal managers. But the structure of how all those organs of state operate is fundamentally different to most places in the world because it is common practice for ordinary government officials to either be assassinated or to call on hits against their rivals. And this is primarily because governance in South Africa is no longer about maintaining a functional or even coherent state. It is about being a vehicle, and perhaps the largest vehicle that there is in this country, for the purpose of self enrichment. Because you see, every major industry in this country, whether it's the electrical grid, the water supply, the construction industry, you name it, if it's important enough to generate a lot of revenue, it has a mafia attached to it. And this is not some vague conspiracy theory that I'm making up out of nowhere. I'm making this video because I want to encourage people to look this up for themselves. Political killings, even on the local level, are so common now that they barely even make the news. That's how frequently they happen. Because in South Africa, it is shockingly easy to pay someone to murder a person who is in your way. And ironically enough, this happens most commonly in house with political parties, by which I mean it's members of the ANC and other parties killing rivals within their own organizations. When I say political killings, as a white South African, you're probably thinking it's some far right white extremist group doing the killing. But no, generally speaking, the violence is almost entirely black on black. So once again, don't take my word for it on this. Look it up for yourself.